Hello everybody, welcome back to Riichi Mahjong. How you doing? I'm doing okay. Thank you. What happened last time? We played a very short game last time. But we came second, so it's fine. Not one of those short games where you just end up like this chump. See, look, happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. Alright chums, let's do this. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I ran downstairs to make a cup of tea. I didn't literally run down the stairs to make a cup of tea. Like, you know what I mean. I went downstairs to make a cup of tea. Then I came up the stairs, sat down, hit record. And then, stairs? Stairs are hard work, man. It's actually one of the things... My partner should be coming home soon, having been hopefully discharged from the hospital. And the stairs are actually... Wow, this sounds really good. The stairs are actually one of my main issues. That will she be able to cope going up and down the stairs? And if not, what do we do about it? Good lord. I'm gonna pawn this, right? It's worth 2 Han. But what do I get rid of? What do I get rid of? Can't be the red 5, can it? That makes no sense. Kind of, but you can't throw a double-sided weight away. Like, it literally does not get any better than this. This is the dream. And I can't really throw these. In other situations, you'd think, oh, maybe throw these because, you know, you'd be better off playing Tanyao or something. This doesn't seem right. I'm losing so much value here. This doesn't seem right. Like, am I stupid? Alright, this one seems slightly more correct. This seems slightly more correct, because I can at least still win off the east wind now. But I don't think I should have... If I win off the 5, then it's Riichi nothing. But, okay, alright, fine. East 1. How the heck are you supposed to play this hand? Question mark. Does beg the question where the east winds are. Like, not they have, you know, they could easily be at the bottom of the wall. Sometimes it feels odd when they're not like thrown straight away. Right? It always feels like they're just in the bit of the wall that you draw from. and they're never anywhere else. Yeah, this was really strange. This was really, really strange. The east wind is more likely to come out than the 5 of characters, right? Unless a 2 gets thrown at some point. So it's more likely I run somebody off of the east. But if I sumo the 5... I guess if I sumo the 5, I get the Yaku of sumo, but, like... It's still not great. It still feels like with this red 5, the hand could have been... That's the Dora. The hand could have had, like, ridiculous value. But I suppose you can't really... You can't greed the value after a certain point. Or I'm just not going to hit at all. That's alright, we'll maintain the dealer seat. At least the Dora didn't deal in, I guess. Oh! Alright, that's about as well as that could have gone. Without it being a patsy, I suppose. That's 11,700 as the dealer. Okay, alright, I'm back to being in a good mood. I honestly thought I was just going to get like Riichi nothing as the dealer and just be like really embarrassed. But that's fine. That's good actually. Riichi Mahjong's good actually. One, two. I guess I should throw this. Maybe because it's not passed at all. I don't know. It's just this 6, 7, 9, right? It's like if I draw an 8. Okay, now I've got like a pure straight thing going on. I'm actually only the 6 of circles away. Holy. And I can accept the Dora. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Nobatan, wait? I guess.
Riichi.
It's a shame that didn't come to fruition, but you can't really greed that. It's still 5 tiles, and yeah, I can't accept the door, admittedly, anymore. But my pair was stuck in a 4-wide shape, right? And I've been learning this recently. This is in the Don't Play Riichi Mahjong like a total div document. Let me get it up. Let me read the paragraph. That's the Dora. Good stuff. It's fine. I just never accept the Dora in my hand. That's all. Thank you. With the red 5. In the kitchen, Meg.
Riichi. Sumo. Dora.
Don't discard a central floating tile to keep an overlapping sequence if your only pairs are trapped inside existing sequences. So because it was a 7, 8, 9, 9. Okay, this hand sucks. It sucks! Because it was a 7, 8, 9, 9. Reading it as a 7, 8 and a pair of 9s is like not great. If I throw the 9, then I'm just locking that in as a 7, 8, 9, and then I keep the 2, 3 and the what was my other shape? Okay, alright, getting somewhere. I keep the 2, 3 and the what was the other double-sided weight in my hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I keep those as like potential upgrades for the pair. I think that's the kind of hand that if you look back at videos from like 6 months ago, or like on the old channel, I would have like greeded the pure straight on that one. Thank you. Thanks, Riichi Mahjong. I would have greeded the pure straight on that one. I'd have been like, I'm only 1 tile away from a pure straight. If there's ever a time to go for it, it's now. And then I would have never gotten into Tenpai. Somebody else would have called Riichi, and I would have had to have thrown the whole hand away anyway. So I think one of the most valuable lessons we've learned, I say recently, over the last few months of doing these log reviews and stuff like that, is that just forcing Yaku is just not it. So like here, I kind of want to throw this 7 or this 2. I'm going to throw this 7, right? I'm going to lock this in as my pair. This is a 4-5-5 shape. Alright, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 shapes. But I have the Dora and I have this 2 is also not great. But I want to lock this in as my pair because this could turn into a triplet, right? This now accepts the other 2 copies of the 2 of bamboo, which isn't particularly likely, of course, but... I think that's fine. I think that's alright. I think that's a fairly recent tile efficiency thing that we've been learning. East 1, 3, 7M discard. Tanyao? Don't think so. I'm drawing like pure trash, but discard. 7M discard. We'll see. We'll see. It might be wrong, and it might be that there's slightly more nuance to it that I haven't quite understood, but I feel like this is very similar to a situation we had quite recently. I don't want this. I don't want to play this hand, to be honest with you. I know it has Thuridora and I'm the dealer, but look at it. If someone calls Riichi right now, I'm really, really stuck. Oh, man. Alright, I'll throw the 9 followed by the 9, and maybe I can make it Tanya out at the last possible moment. Because these are good to keep as safe tiles as well, right? That's the other thing that's two-sided with that. You could throw one of the 9s and go, well, I've got a pair here and I've got a pair here, and make it a 7-9, and if I draw that 8, then that's fine, but... 10 pie for exhaustive draw doesn't seem particularly likely. Nah, I'm out. I have 43,000 points in East 1. Let's not do anything silly. I do have to find another safe tile. Suji to the Dora. I don't like that, but this is a middle tile. You've thrown 9s, you've thrown 3s. Yeah, let's try this. That's okay, I'm okay with that. Of course I am, what am I talking about? I just sumo 2 hands as the dealer, of course I'm okay with it. Oh, I guess that's acceptable. I guess we'll take that. Oh, yes. That's my... This is a bit of an in-joke between me and my partner, but she won't mind me sharing it with you. We used to watch MasterChef a lot before it came out that they were all crook blokes. Crook bloke alert, crook bloke alert. The MasterChef people. And there was one episode where they went to this... like not a gentleman's club, but like obviously a gentleman's club, because it was all just full of rich old white dudes who had obviously no idea how the real world worked or anything. They were born into money. I guess I want that quite a low amount compared with this, or this floating 3. Sounds not looking very good. And the food came out, and one of them said, and this is the voice I used. This is the voice I continue to use to this day, but he said it. Oh, it looks like it could be a picture in a recipe book. And it's like, what a weird way to say that the plate of food looks nice. That it looks like it could be a picture in a recipe book. This hand sucks. Like, how do you think pictures from recipe books... what do you think those are? What do you think pictures in recipe books are? Archduke Reginald IV? Anyway. So that's my old rich boomer who doesn't understand how the world works voice. This hand's really bad. I just don't want to play it. I really don't want to play it. I'm just going to throw this. It looks like it could be a picture in a recipe book. What a weird statement, my dude. I have no idea how to play this hand because it's rubbish, but it's also, like, full of dangerous tiles. Alright, let's chance it. Let's deal it with a green dragon Dora, shall we? Held on to it for long enough. Now I have 4 pairs. Now I have 4 pairs. Alright, fine. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes. Okay, that's a triplet. This seems like a vaguely safe tile. Was I supposed to keep pairs for all triplets? Was I supposed to throw this? Character tiles look pretty expensive. Character tiles do look pretty expensive, don't they? I am somehow 1 away for the worst hand of all time. Well, no one's got a triplet of the Dora at least. These are really scary. These scare me quite a lot, these tiles. Three just passed. Actually, no. Upper circle tiles are a bit... Oh, that's 3 triplets. I mean, that's 2 triplets. Oh, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't care. Maka's gonna hate this. But, you know, Maka's not actually the boss of me, Jeremy. Incredible stuff. I'm just folding. I'm just folding. Like, I'm sorry. I know that like this is awful, but I am literally 20,000 points in the lead. I don't care if Maka gives a 7 of characters. An 8 of characters. Oh, 8, it makes more sense. I don't care if Maka gives me a D- for that hand. I didn't deal in. Oh, look. Spicy character toss. If you ain't last, you're first. That's what we've been saying recently. Well, we said it once. Not dealing in is very important. It's not brilliant having a pair of my seat wind with one of them already passed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shapes. 6 shapes. So yeah, if I get tired running up the stairs, I didn't run up the stairs. Just you know, I don't run around the house. I'm not an animal. I went downstairs. I came upstairs. I just happened to come upstairs and immediately hit record, sit down, and then realize I was out of breath. Ooh. Okay, now I don't want this. I just wanted to consolidate this down before, right? Because there's a lot of overlap here. It's 2 double-sided weights, admittedly, but I had 3 pairs, right? I could have thrown the 1, 3, and then the 5, but this accepts a decent amount of tiles, and I'm 1 away here. That's the point. That is insane. I'm gonna reach it. I'm gonna reach it. You could say, oh, I'm in first place, but it's such a good weight. It's such a good weight. It's Riichi seat wind. It's a double-sided weight. I've drawn and thrown the Dora immediately after pressing the Riichi button, which seems to be a pattern today. I think maybe you stayed amateur there just because you have, but then like you just have the Yaku of West Wind. Sad, right? At least this is Riichi, West Wind, potentially some Oradora chances. And it's such a good way. I'll probably sumo it. just drink some tea.
C.
The last video I recorded, I chastised the player who was very far in the lead for calling stupid Riichis for no reason. It's like, what are you doing? But that player had 4 Han. And so the 5th Han of Riichi did very little. Although now I think about it, it was Pinfu, so maybe. But it was all us, wasn't it, as well? I can't even remember. I remember being annoyed, and I remember looking at Maka and Maka going, "Yeah, don't reach it." My double-sided weights, they simply will not come out. Am I gonna deal into a half flush of bamboo on my left? Possible. Very possible. Well, that's not a safe tile in any way, shape, or form. Sumo!
スモリーチスモシャー
Shah. That is 8,500 points. Because there's 4 Honba as well, because the dealer didn't win their hand. The dealer changed again, so those are my repeat counters. I'll have you know. I want them. This hand's not very good, but you won't hear me complaining. So yeah, I just hope that she can get up and down the stairs without too much issue. She's obviously going to be, like, signed off. She's still going to be sick. Which is a bit of a worry for her. I think that she thinks that once she's discharged from the hospital, she's considered well, quote unquote, well. And will be expected to go back to work when this sick note runs out. The current sick note she's on runs out. But that's obviously not the case. She had, and I'm not being hyperbolic when I say this, she had a stroke. For God's sake. She does not need to go back to work for quite some time. This is a good hand all of a sudden. I'm sorry I badmouthed it initially. This just goes to show you it's very important to play tile efficiency from the very first row. Play proper tile efficiency from the very early game, because you never know that your hand might just become bonkers good, right? It might just become bonkers good. If at like this point it's still not doing anything, then maybe it's time to walk away. But honestly, this is not a dangerous tile because of the 2/8 Suji here. To the point where I might pawn a green dragon rather than just have 2 safe tiles. Because then I'd be in Tenpai for a 5/8 shape here, 5/8 bamboo over here. Well, I'll throw an actually safe tile, of course. I'm not sure I agree with this. Again, I will throw an actually safe tile. This is 3 concealed triplets. If I sumo the one. Safe tile. Why is this no Yaku if I... Oh, because I have to sumo the one. I have to sumo the one. Yeah, so I can't run somebody off the one when it's closed. Am I supposed to go for this? Am I supposed to go for this? It's literally 1 copy of the Green Dragon. There's no shot. I don't think I'm supposed to do that. That's very, very, very funny, to say the least. Yeah, maybe I'm being a coward. You're right. Maybe I am being a coward. I just this 1-4. This whole lower. Oh my god! I suddenly have. So many triplets. Maybe the 3 was. You're joking me. I think the 3 was actually probably okay to throw because of the carbe on the 4.
No ten. Bad end だな。
But why risk it? Like, why risk it, you know? This is the exact kind of game where Mac is going to give me a terrible rating for these hands. Because... Oh, what is this? I was going to throw my Sea Wind. Maybe I should have thrown the Red Dragon, actually. Mac is going to give me a terrible rating for those particular hands because it's just looking at the fact that my, you know, I could have gotten a lot of value out of them and that things were vaguely safe. Things were vaguely safe-ish. So it's going to say, like, you actually probably could have pushed this and won the hand, and even if, you know, the hand maybe could have been 3 concealed triplets, which is good. But as a human player, which I am, by the way, just in case you weren't aware of that. Let's throw this. The downside of dealing in to what could end up being a mangan versus the upside of winning a mangan when you're already in this stage of the game. You know? Okay, it's fine. Take it. Take it. See if I care. Wow. Triplet of 2s. I guess I should throw this 8. Cheeing a 7 doesn't really get me anything. I mean, sure. Kind of have to guess now which 5 is going to come out first. But the point is, if I could draw a 4 or a 6 of characters and throw this 2 and use this as my pair. That was a lucky guess, wasn't it? If I'd have thrown the other one and drawn that 4, then that would have been upsetting. Oh, actually. Ooh, spicy. This could have been a half flush as well. In retrospect, that's fine. That's okay. I mean, it's my dealer seat, but I had such an insanely good East dealer seat that I can't really be too mad about what's happening here. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes. Let's throw all the absolute trash away before we're thinking about getting rid of this 5. Because it's possible we draw into this 5 before we have finished throwing away the absolute detritus. That's the Dora. 1 turn. You're going to get 1 turn, mate. And even then, I'm not really convinced. Yeah, you had your shot, I'm afraid. So hard to use. So hard to use in my current hand. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I should have thrown this 5. I should have thrown this 5 before the Dora. I'm going to throw it now. I'm gonna sneeze.
ポン
I sneezed exactly as that person clicked pon. I don't want that. I also don't really want this. But I also don't really want to call Riichi on the Seven of Circles.
差し障りない
Keep that maybe? There's 3, 5 and a 5, 6. No, because I don't have a pair. I don't have a pair. This has to be my pair. I really should be throwing this. Yeah, I'm not sure I've gone about this in the right way. Lamau. That's a Lamau from me, dog. And I'm folding again. Good for you. Good for you. Oof. Okay, fine. Right. I am still in first place, but I guess I'm gonna come at least first or second. I wanted to come first! I need a win, please! I just need a W. It's been so long, Riichi Mahjong. It's been so long. One, two, three, 4 shapes. 6, 7, 8 a Peku in here. Okay, that's my pair now, I guess. Should have thrown that. Ooh, okay. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it's a 7, 8, 9 and a 6, 6, 7. But really, I want to try and find an 8 of bamboo. But if I draw a 5 of bamboo, then obviously I'm not too fussed. I don't think I'd reach it though. Or would I? Nah, don't think so. It's not very good. If the dealer chases me, I'm upset. But also maybe I should, just because the odds of me coming anything worse than second are so low at this point that I may as well do everything I can to try and stay first place. I don't like it. I honestly don't like it. I just... Like, I don't know. I just feel like with Adora being this as well, I just feel like it's so easy for me to find a 3 or a 7 of characters. But I also feel like this is exact kind of Riichi where it's just like, look, the odds of you improving this hand are just as high as you just sumoing. But then maybe I'll just sumo it. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe you could even keep that entire 3, 4, 5 shape. 3, 4, 5, 6 shape and just throw this. Especially the 6s are going, right? I don't know. This is quite close. This is quite close.
Riichi
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, mate. That is gross.
つもドラに
I'm sorry. Good lord. Good lord. Hashtag blessed. Guest wind makes more sense than a 9 of bamboo. You remember when we were all saying hashtag blessed? Good times. Whatever happened to those times, eh? Well, I can throw these, right? Unless I draw 3 of circles right now. Yeah, this has to go. This has to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just draw into this 6 or this 5. Make it Riichi Pinfu. Don't even make it Riichi Pinfu. Just make... Oh, man. Just make it Pinfu. 3 Dora. Damaten Pinfu 3 Dora. Just ruin somebody's entire life. No, I can't. Yeah, you throw this, it's dangerous. But like, you're trying to find this. No, you're not trying to find this anymore. Because I've got this and this. Definitely don't want that. What if I draw another 5? That's no good, is it? This is absolutely diabolical. Someone's gonna lose their freaking minds over this. Someone's gonna rage quit, I think. If the game isn't just straight up over. The player to my left is about to die, I'm afraid. They're about to be killed. I won't throw that. The player to my left is... He can't hear me, he's got his AirPods in. But... I feel like you're just doomed, unfortunately. Come on. If you deal in, that would be really good. If you deal in, I'll genuinely feel terrible.
C.
If you deal in, then it will be very funny. Oh, I'll enjoy it very much. Oh no.
ロン
Oh no.
ピンフドラドラに
You might rage quit. I feel like you might just go, right, screw this game. Oh no! Oh no! No, someone's never going to play Mahjong ever again. This is that person's last ever game of Mahjong. They're just gonna uninstall. No, screw it. Stupid game anyway. Another 4th place. I mean, maybe if your core rate and dealing rate weren't so high, but 4 pairs. Fair play. Fair play. If there's ever a time to do it, it's now.
Boom.
I don't know what to do. I guess I'll just lock this in as a run. Don't really need a pair of 1s, do I? The problem is because I've got this triplet of 3s, I'm kind of gonna have to call Riichi. If I want to win the hand. But I don't really want to call Riichi, given everything that's happening in front of me. What are you doing, by the way? Because you called a closed Khan, which I thought was probably sensible. But now you've opened your hand for your seat wind? So what exactly do you... Oh god. What do you have?
Chi.
What do you have?
Chi.
3 Dora? Are you joking me? You have 3 Dora. Because you need 5,000 points from somewhere. But currently all you have is a closed card of the 7s. Do you have the green dragons? Do you have do you have all quads? Not with a chi, you don't. That's a really stupid thing to say. Why would he say that? Why would he say that? Is he stupid? Oh! You had 1 job! You literally had 1 job and it was to not deal in! You did have 3! Oh, you... Your hand was rubbish! Oh, you do have 64 for the closed card, but... Oh no, because you also have a Khan of Northwinds. You literally had 1 job there and it's to not deal in with a flippin' 5 of circles! Why did you do that?
面倒。またハッキングを疑われる。
Why did you do that? Why? Alright. This player did at least not have their life ruined by me. So I feel less bad. This player ruined their own life. This is very spicy. It is a spicy hand. Especially because these Khans have given you 2 Dora here. So your hand, as the dealer, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Dora and the red dragon. This is an open Hanuman as the dealer. But do you really think you're going to come second or even first from this? I think you have to think about walking away. But then, if you want to think about walking away, what on earth do you throw? Because you're not in Tenpai. And you don't have Gamboots. I think maybe you throw the 6 because all the 7s are here and then you know it doesn't deal into you and it's not necessarily safe into you. You could have a 4-5, but you could easily have a 4-5 in fact, or you just bite the bullet and you throw the 5 because it's 2-8 Suji into both of these 2 players. That is brutal, to be fair. I think psychologically what you're supposed to do is you're not supposed to go read too much into this pair of 9s because it's only just become the Dora, right? It's only just become the new Dora. S. They're calling him the greatest to ever do it. I got an A- in this hand. I got an A- in South 4. Why? Yeah, why did I do that? Not sure. And yeah, don't Riichi. Wow, that 6 of Circles discard was so unbelievably terrible that it dragged the whole hand down to an A-. Because this is 26, 27, so this is not... This was so bad. Because the rest of it is actually completely spot on. But this, even though it is, you know, it's not as bad as the Dora, you know, it's actually on Macca's radar. It's the 3rd best choice. But between that and this, Because it's not a pawn or a chi decision or anything. Mac, are you crazy? B minus. Other than that, oh my god, played like an absolute demon. What did I make of my notepad thing? East 1, how are you supposed to play this hand? Well, I got an S+, so well, however you're supposed to play it is what I did. Oh, except for maybe here. You are supposed to Riichi with the red 5. You're supposed to take Riichi, nothing, nothing, nothing as the dealer. Because it's not Pinfu, because you've got the East Winds. So you're supposed to Riichi on the door with the red 5. And just sumo a 4 or a 7. And if someone deals into you with a 4 or a 7, you have won nothing. I award you no points. That's bizarre to me. This one, I can see why this makes sense. I can't see why this is such a good idea. You could just open your hand for the East Winds and get more value. Right? Because you'd have to hit Oradora here. Even if you sumo it, it's Riichi sumo. I mean, it could be Riichi sumo Patsu to Oradora. Of course, it could be that. Strange. So that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, definitely don't need that. That's rubbish, that's rubbish. Okay, then it was this. Yeah, alright. And then East 1, third repeats. East 1, 2, sorry. 7M discard? Ah, incredibly incorrect. Incredibly wrong. Is it a 4-5 and a 5-7-9? No, because then where's your pair? Why is it so adamant that I dismantle a pretty decent pair candidate here? Why is it so adamant I do this? Oh, let's get the hand calculator out, shall we? tenho.net/2 2 4 0 5 7 9 9 M 0 6 7 P 2 2 3 6 S. You can put in zeros for the red 5s, by the way. I mean, obviously, from a pure tile acceptancy point of view, you throw the 6, but it's the Dora, so you don't do that. So then the 2 is 24 tiles of acceptancy. This 2 is 20 tiles of acceptancy. And the 7 is actually 18 tiles of acceptancy. So it's not as good as the 2 is for that reason. But also the 5 is pretty valid, apparently. Because if you throw the 5, then you've got a 2-4 shape and a 5-7 shape. It's saying you can accept the 3 and the 6 and a 9. That's really strange. I'll look into this one a bit more deeply because this isn't as obviously wrong as I thought. I'm not looking at this and going, oh yeah. Because I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it's very awkward. We'll also see what Mortal says about that one. That's very odd. It's very odd. Okay, cool. S minus, S, S minus, A plus. B minus. Yeah, I did say that. Ooh, another one of those, maybe your hands are not really good enough to justify pawning this situation. Which is odd, because you're the dealer, right? You kind of just want to do something. 2's good, that's well spotted. Oh, I say, I've drawn the 1, it's quite obvious, in fact. 8's good, yeah, that's good, that's well spotted. Easiest pawn of all time. 47 to 52. And then, yeah, just guess one. And this was actually ever so slightly disfavored. I hit, so... Oh, you want me to throw the 5, so I'm shampon waiting. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm waiting on a 1 or a 4 rather than this. Because the 2 is maybe not that safe, all things considered. Or I could Khan the 2 for value. Is this what it's thinking? Is it thinking actually you could Khan for the extra draw here? Or maybe keep all triplets alive if you draw... This is what I mean though, this is like... This is the engine trying to min-max your score, right? Whereas, personally, as a human being, the difference between winning with 46,000 points and winning with 56,000 points is 0. I guess you want to wait on a terminal tile, I suppose, but do you want to throw a 5 of characters here? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. This is the exact kind of mistake that I would make all the time previously. Rather than just locking this in as a pair, by throwing this, I would throw this because I'd go, well, I've already got my pair here, right? 2 pairs are good. Having 2 pairs is good. You may as well throw this. Especially when one of your pairs is this, because you could then just throw, you could just turn this into double-sided weight so easily. Just lock this in as the pair. And if you draw another one of characters, then great, you've got a triplet now. But if you draw a 5 or a 7 up here, then you just make this your pair and transition this into a double-sided weight. Maximize your double-sided weights, basically. Every decision you make should be trying to maximize the amount of double-sided weights you can have when you're in tempo. Cool, right, nice, well played. Me, he's done it. Did I deal him? No. 3 Riichis, were they all good? I mean, 2 of them were in my dealer seat, so I'd be surprised. This one was obviously fine, even if we should have done it a turn before. Why? It's not anything. This is just because this is just passed. It's just there, I suppose. It's 28 to 32 though, so I'm not really that worried about it. But it is funny that it is throw a middle tile. Okay, sure. Where was the other one? This one. You could stay Damaten here. If you stay Damaten, it's just West Wind. It is just nothing. And instead it turned into... it turned into 3 Han. It turned into 3 Han for 4,000 rather than just 1 Han for 1,000. But again, the difference between those two is not really that important at this many points. And then, what, the Damaten... This one. I'll be annoyed if it says do it just for the value. Just because it's a really good weight and, yeah, no reason to. Why do you suddenly Riichi? You didn't do it here. But then for some reason you were just going to give it 1 tile, were you? You just thought, I'll give it 1 tile.
Long.
Bizarre decision. Oof. Alright, cool. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please let me know with a like or a comment, and if you want to see more Riichi Mahjong, be sure to subscribe. He's back in the game, folks. He's back in the game. He's actually remembered how to play Riichi Mahjong. You know? This... Ugh. That terrible couple of weeks. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, cool. Sorry, I've recorded 2 videos back to back, so I'm a bit... it was 2 hours of talking to myself. I'm a bit out of it. Did I do the spiel? I did do the spiel, didn't I? Yes. Cool. Alright, take it easy. See you next time. Bye-bye.